sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of
missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one, guys still have to practice, they still have to train, and injuries do come.
Here is Young. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first
home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So players. Again, it's Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack. Now Young. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 10 at the 47. Young will set to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two
are ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of... Now Carr. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. To the air once more, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
More times than not, that was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for... On play action, it's Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. To throw is Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. K'Lavon Chase from midfield. Here's Carr. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's just across for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going.
Carr going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the change. And the tight end across the formation. Now a play fake. Carr throwing out right here, caught by Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. Now Carr. Touchdown! Chris Olave from 4 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final. Young working out of the gun. And this turns into a nice game.
Verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards. Good. He's hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Big A'Shawn Robinson has made a career behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to with the game's going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have broken our tie. Carr now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing it. Looking to throw, Young. He's got Mingo. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers...
But this defense knows that all too well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. To the loss. Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for him. It's Young off play action. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tommy Trimble, 23 yards. They have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken deadline. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Carr again. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.